is because they wanted to show how fraudulent and how idiotic this is. Okay? For Ethan to be like, I was duped. I was groomed into believing radical politics by this big scary man. When even before we had a fucking podcast together, I never sheltered him from my true opinion. That is a person I will always admire. Okay? It doesn't matter if his name is Ethan Klein. It doesn't matter who that person is. I will always admire someone who has the dignity and the courage to openly say, I was wrong for doing this stuff. This is not who I am. Okay? Just understand. iDubbbz being a great example of this, right? Yeah, you talking to E about D right now? I know. Yeah, here.
They got your mans on sex assault charges. Yeah, the nigga you be hanging with. The nigga you be hanging with.
Anyway, but yeah, after you cultivated a fairly progressive online fan base, you turned around and you had some opinions that you demonstrated that were directly at odds with said progressive fan base. And instead of going, hey man, maybe I should really reconsider my output here. I wonder why a lot of these people are saying this in the most narcissistic ways possible. You just looked to blame others instead of saying, hey, maybe my output here, maybe my fucking output here is the reason why people are, reacting to what I'm saying in the way that they're reacting to it. You're like, no, it must be something different. Okay. You said you hid your power level to infiltrate his fan base and turn them against him. Guys clearly lost the plot. Yeah, that's such an insane take, man. No, dog. You actually made your fan base very progressive. Okay? That's what I mean. Also, hid my power level is so funny. Here, yeah, hid my power level. You know who actually hid something? From what I understand, I didn't actually see this. I did not actually see this, but where is it? Hold on. This was on my subreddit. Where the fuck is it? I'm so ill prepared for this type of shit. I should just if I wanted to do reactions, I should just do an edited one. You know what I mean? Instead of just fucking doing this shit on stream, because then people just clip whatever they want to and complain about it. Just skip it. No, I saw Ethan talking about how I was hiding my political opinions. Okay. All right. And it's basically this. The entire quote unquote content nuke is
You're
this.
also kind of borderline teetering on what would most people say is socialism, my guy.
Wait, what? Let me tell you something about myself then. Yeah. I don't give a shit. I don't think that the capitalist organization of the economy is adequate. We don't need to have that conversation. But yes.
No, there's no way you believe in that. Hey, listen, I'm one of the biggest pocket watchers ever known to man. I've already summed you up in what you make. And I sum up rappers, I sum up entertainers. Look at my guy Kai. I just did a whole little rap sheet of his thing.
Socialism is not a poverty cult. You don't have to be poor to be socialist, even though you can still advocate for those who are less fortunate than you.
You're also kind of borderline teetering on what would most people say is socialism, my guy.
Wait, what? Let me tell you something about myself then. Yeah.
There you go. What is this?
had a terrifying vision.
Not what that means.
Had I been duped? Was Hasan...
Me, a 40-year-old child, was duped by Hasan Piker. That's it. Hasan groomed me, and I was a neurodivergent minor at the ripe age of 40.
It's kind of funny to have it come out the same day as the JCP tour. Yeah, these people are also so fucking narcissistic. They, like, people that do slop shit, okay? People that do slop shit are so goddamn narcissistic that they will unironically say stuff like, oh, well, he did that because of me or something. It's like, no, man, I set this up fucking weeks ago, all right? Yeah. Bro, he said you hid your views the week you've been promoting, talking to the JCP. Someone, like, dude, look at my first interview, okay? Look at the first interview that I did with Ethan Klein, okay? Before I ever did the Leftovers podcast, we had an interview, okay? Please understand something. This is from many, many years ago, okay? This is me. This is, I guess, a piece from his, I guess this is a piece from his video, okay? My hiding being a communist, okay? I had a show on the Young Turks called Agitative Propaganda. Even in these clips, there is a fucking USSR Ushanka behind my head. Okay?
Was I being manipulated this whole time?
There is a bust. There is a what is it called? A Matryoshka doll of Vladimir Ilyich Lenin. That's Che Guevara. That is another USSR Ushanka behind my head. Okay? What the fuck are you saying? What the absolute fuck are you saying? Like, either you are being disingenuous and acting like there was something sinister afoot, okay? And that there is something that is sinister about being a socialist anyway, which is a ridiculous position, by the way. I think, like, there's nothing sinister about being socialist, all right? Ironically enough, the other person whose doll is behind my head, who has this artistic work behind me depicting him as a punk rock guy, also calls himself a socialist. Just, you know, the person that I interviewed a couple weeks ago before I left for Japan. Now, the question that is on everyone's minds is, like, there's two things here. There's two outcomes to this. Either you are the dumbest person on the planet and just, like, whenever I described my political worldview, it just, like, went in from one ear and out the other. No bus stop in there, okay? No pit stops in there whatsoever. It was just like information coming in and out, okay? Nothing in there. Just an empty hallway, all right? And that you just did not retain anything that I told you. And you were like, I thought you were like a, you know, kind of progressive, vote blue no matter who type Democrat. What is going on? And if that's the case, then you have no business doing political commentary, okay? Because what the fuck are you saying? Like, what do you mean? Then you're just, like, ill-equipped to have this conversation. You've openly demonstrated that. He cropped him out of the video? No, he didn't. I mean, Che Guevara is still there, but I'm sure he just, like, zoomed in or something in this one. Because isn't this from the video too? I consider myself a liberal, but in the American political lexicon, I guess like I'm super liberal. That's what Americans think liberalism is. Like the more left you are, the more liberal you are. Even though there is a genuine distinction between the leftist and the liberal, but yeah, I'm progressive. I guess that's the catch-all term.
I like progressive.
Yeah. Who wouldn't want to be progressive? It's in the name. We're progressing.
Progress.
Yeah. Well, that's why like early stage classical liberals who like wanted to rebrand, like Dave Rubin, for example, who now are very openly on the right and like everyone knows it. They originally tried to say like they're the real progressives, and that the people who brand themselves as progressives, people like myself, they were actually regressive.
George Soros and Google. He wears jackets that say "bash fascist."
I'm sorry, I got to stop again. What is wrong with hating fascists? I just don't understand that point. I mean, aren't we supposed to hate fascists?
Has a club in his hand.
We're supposed to hate fascists as Americans.
Yeah, I know. I don't get it. And then they'll say like Antifa is the real This is not in his content nuke, chatters. This is just our first ever on-camera conversation. Okay? The reason why I suspect someone spliced these two things together is because they wanted to show how fraudulent and how idiotic this is. Okay? For Ethan to be like, I was duped. I was groomed into believing radical politics by this big scary man. When even before we had a fucking podcast together, I never sheltered him from my true opinion. I even say it there. I'm like, I wouldn't consider myself a liberal, but in American politics, because people's false understanding of liberalism, they would say I'm a super liberal. Okay? So what's really interesting about this entire process, despite the fact that I have a literal fucking like Lenin bust behind me, a Che Guevara bust, and a USSR Ushanka behind me, okay? And also prominently display other famous leftist political figures, revolutionary political figures, and also Bernie Sanders, who is himself a socialist, okay? And go through the minutia and the process of explaining to him over and over again what my political worldview looks like. He just, I guess, either A, forgot what that conversation looked like and how that took place, or B, a second thing, and is cynically trying to present it as though I was secretly hiding the truth. Okay? I was secretly hiding the truth. Real fascists. Okay, then still bashing the fascists in that circumstance is still good, no? Like, I don't get it.
I thought fascism was
no
like the
sense.
antithesis of everything America stood for.
Yeah.
But apparently
Supposed to be.
it's supposed to be. Okay, I'll try not to pause, but there's just
It is
stuff.
packed.
Turk. They tasted the blood of 1.5 million Christian Armenians, and they'll taste man flesh again. What the fuck? If they have their way.
I think he said he thought you were a dem sock like him. First of all, he's not a democratic socialist. Ethan is barely a social democrat. Okay? What are you talking about? There's a distinction between democratic socialism and social democracy. Social democracy is pro-capitalist. I often will openly state that in a place like the United States of America, it is a reactionary shithole where there's no class consciousness whatsoever, that where, you know, social democrats are seen as radicals in this country, okay? And they're still in line with improving the material conditions of the working class in the United States of America, okay? You told Ethan multiple times that you wish you hid being a socialist. That's the other problem. That's the other issue. I've told him before. But that's not my problem. I'm sorry, man. If you don't understand the difference between a democratic socialist and a social democrat, how the fuck is that my fault, dude? I've explained it before. Like, what are we doing here? How, dude, I'm sorry. In the year 2025, we're not doing that. Okay? In the year 2025, we're not gonna let other people's misunderstandings become everybody else's problem. Because that's ridiculous.
What the
Foul, submit, turn your weapons in. 2.
I just jumped in, but didn't this all start because of Gaza? Seems like there were no problems. Yes. No, literally, that's it. People were ruthless to Ethan, okay? It's true. They were. It's true. There were a shit ton of people that were saying some unhinged shit, all right? They were for a year. And there's also a real threat of rising anti-Semitism that's happening in that same time frame. Okay? But the problem is, like, while that was going to happen, because there's always a rise in anti-Semitism whenever Israel goes around and says they're killing children for Judaism falsely, right? Turning around and claiming that I'm the reason why all of these people were actively radicalized in the direction of anti-Semitism, mind you. When I spend so much fucking time combating anti-Semitism, so much time educating people on dog whistles, talking about historic fascism, talking about anti-Semitism as a canary in the coal mine of fascism. Like, that's what's so insane about it. It's like, especially coming from a person who knows me, you know what I mean? It's fucking ridiculous.
The nephew of Turd Breath, Sink Turd Breath.
Turd breath.
Hasan Piker.
What is he even saying?
Pecker.
Oh, he called him Pecker, but it's obviously Piker.
Yeah, it's not even like a Turkish sounding last name.
Yeah.
It's normally Piker, but still, like, it's pretty funny that he's going out of his way to deliberately mispronounce it, which I love.
Yeah.
I love all of that. It's great.
And are you
he featured a Sneeko fan, anti-Semite stalking Ian, blamed it on you. Yeah, that fucking weirdo clout shark dating coach cryptocurrency guy that was fucking annoying us at the goddamn Palestinian encampment at UCLA. Okay? I spent most of my time avoiding that dude when he tried to be on camera, when he found out how many fucking people were watching. Ethan, on the other hand, I think had him on his fucking stream. Why? Possibly to make a mockery of, like, the Palestinian cause by presenting some random fucking douchebag as, like, the formative pro-Palestinian voice. You know? Remember when that fucking rando came up to us at the UCLA encampment and we avoided him the entire time? Noticeably uncomfortable that he was just, like, occupying space over and over again. What is this? Here's irrefutable proof that Ethan Klein is directly coordinating his messaging against Hassan with Destiny, accused sex criminal in his community. Yeah, I mean, he does. Of course he does. Look at this, dude. Destiny's like, thank God Ethan is, like, stupid enough to be fucking hyper focused and hyper fixated on Hasan when virtually everyone, Ethan included, would normally be talking about how Destiny is fucking sharing sex tapes unconsensually with random girls online that he wants to fuck. Okay? He's like, oh, thank God. There it is. Now, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, he's getting it from Sex Pest in his community. Okay, here's a section of leftovers.
It doesn't have to be.
Moving America to a purely socialistic society. Instead of, my thing is,
what is this? Why is H3H3 Productions using clearly doctored images? Vote for your favorite 2024 streamer, Rising Stars. I voted for Sen. Rising Star Award, 1227. This award goes through streamer who had 1,000 viewers. Oh, this was they put Frogan on there as a meme because they're fucking freaks. She was not nominated last year. Yeah, but now they got what they want. Instead of focusing on Epstein, you're succumbing to Ethan. Don't worry, I got that content nuke right here. Shouts out to Ryan Beard. Okay, as far as I understand, like, here's one of the few instances where someone who at least like has a decent understanding of YouTube drama and has like a political perspective has done this. Yeah. I didn't even finish this Roman clip.
Ukraine or China, Xinjiang, the Uyghurs or whatever. He's just using these, clips of Hassan saying disagreeable shit to essentially be like, look at this, communist, leftist, very bad.
You know what's really funny about it as well, specifically as it pertains to like Xinjiang or even Ukraine, okay? These are nuanced geopolitical subjects, okay? These are nuanced conversations about American foreign policy or American foreign adversaries engaging in ruthless politics, right? And I very openly criticize these things. I very openly criticize them. But you clip it, okay? Well, you can clip it in a way to be like, no, he loves it. He loves the shit. He hates the Uyghurs, okay? He hates the Uyghurs. Apparently, he was also talking about how like there is no Associated Press article. The one I was talking about. Like he was like, there's no Associated Press article about the re-education camps that definitely existed in Xinjiang were shut down. And it's like, dude, like that's literally bare minimum. Okay. That is bare minimum research. Like, look at this. Terror and tourism. Xinjiang eases its grip, but fear remains. This is bare fucking minimum research, dude. You couldn't just Google it. You couldn't just Google it. You just went, you turned around and you said, oh my God. Why so scared? Do I look scared? What are you talking about? You won't watch the video? Brother, instead of demanding I watch the video, demand Ethan talk to me in person. Okay? Because if you think I'm fearful of Ethan Klein and his political prowess, I'm here to tell you I'm not. Okay? Go tell Ethan to have a conversation with me. Okay? Just watch the video. Just watch the video. Why can't he have a conversation with me? Why? Is it perhaps easier to clip things that I'm saying out of context in my reaction? Yeah. Is that why? So that he can shelter his audience? Is that the reason why? Or is it because he's actually fucking afraid? Because I think it's the second thing. Just like he was too scared to talk to Sam Cedar in private. How does no one in Ethan's fan base ask these questions? Just an hour plus of you talking out of context and purposely misconstruing you to give him some moral high ground. So you admit you are afraid to watch the video out of fear of being clipped? No, I've already given my responses. But wait, what? Wait, dude, don't you think it's better to have a conversation directly? I thought you guys loved debate. What's happening? Are you admitting to fucking clipping shit out of context specifically to smear? What? You think this is a fucking own? That's insane. Dude is in here like, hey, I'm here to clip chimp you. Can you please react to the video so I can, clip chimp it instead of, debating Ethan? Why are you admitting to that? That's what you said you were afraid of? I'm not afraid of it, big dog. Let me tell you. I'm saying there's a more productive way to handle this. So if you think I'm like afraid, why wouldn't I be? I'd be running away from having a conversation with Ethan on this. Because they get banned if they do. His chat is very curated. No, I know. This motherfucker clip shit and wants to see it on stream. Trust I can smell that loser. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Linus Tech
I'm already
Tips.
kind of regretting the poop storm that is going to envelop the...
Yeah. I don't know if Hasan... I don't know what Hasan's political leanings are. Oh, wait. Here's a Linus Tech Tips video from fucking 2021. Hasan groomed me. He scared me with his radical politics. Anyway, if I was afraid, don't you think I would run away and not want to talk to Ethan? I like that he has hugboxed at least enough people in his community into legitimately believing that I am afraid. I'm afraid of having this conversation with him directly. So I'm telling you right now, okay? I'm not. I will have this conversation with Ethan directly. What? I hate that I had to do this. I found the first time that fan came onto your stream. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. He had no idea what was going on. He just wanted to shout out his channel. He later on asked you twice for an interview, but you say no. He keeps asking if you're a communist. Clearly not an actual fan. If the most clips are out of context, couldn't watching it add the context? Dude wants me to watch the video more than he wants me to debate Ethan. I don't understand.
Yes, IRL. Why? Pothead or Potman. Is that it? Hey.
I could be on. Are you guys doing interviews? I'm Palestinian. I know I look Jewish. I'm Palestinian.
Oh, no, we're just streaming.
Israeli. I look like Israeli.
We're just the guy. Normally the answer would be yes, but he's busy right now.
What are you guys doing? What kind of content?
We're just streaming.
Just live stream.
Oh, live streaming?
Yeah.
Dude. Twitter, bro. You guys on Twitter?
Yeah.
That shit, like, you get viral there sometimes or no?
Sure.
I'm just kidding. I'm just like,
Yeah,
I'm a content creator too, bro.
Sure.
I do content.
Yeah, my big fan, dude. Look at... To go into a debate about something, you should first watch the content, right? Or do you go into blind every debate? I go in blind. You want to know why? That's how fucking confident I am in my worldview and in my knowledge in this space. Okay? Also, I'm not going in blind. Let's be real. It's the exact same things I've addressed a million times over. So it's not new nor unique. Having said that, however, this is a very interesting thing. Okay? This is a very interesting thing that I've seen from people where they go, oh, dude, why don't you watch the video? Okay. Why wouldn't you want me to just like debate the issues if the issues are related to me? You think I don't know the subject matter very well? I'm the fucking subject matter. What is happening? Yeah, he can just argue the points in the video if he wants to, directly to my face, and we can have a conversation about that as well. You would think if you're wrong, you would expose yourself going in raw. Yeah.
I want to make content, but I don't know, like, you know, I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like this guy's a big fucking Hasanabi head, even though he was presented as such, weirdly enough. Okay.
Okay, let's continue.
All right. Hasan duping an elderly 40-year-old. Yeah. I mean, the funniest part about a lot of this is that, like, you can just straight up watch any number of different conversations that me and Ethan have had in this time frame and recognize that and recognize that there is holy fuck. My brain is so fried. A list of his lies if you want. The list of lies made by Ethan Klein. Ethan claims communism is on the rise. From Elon Nazi saluting at Trump's inauguration to the AfD in Germany, communism is clearly not on the rise. Hasan never introduced himself as a social democrat. Hasan talked about education programs, not re-education camps. Hasan never runs full defense of China, especially regarding their treatment of the Uyghurs. Ethan shares an edited clip that cuts out where Hasan explains that he cannot control his chat from calling Ethan a racist for saying racist things. Yeah, that's another one of these fucking annoying little parts about this back and forth and this drama, which is that, like, the conversation I had with Ethan ended with me saying, Ethan, there's only so much I can do to control the narrative in your favor if you keep saying things that people are going to, people are going to interpret as you being pro-Israel. And it's not because you're Jewish. And even though, to be fair, I'm sure there are plenty of people who are like, oh, he's Jewish, and they suspect you of being pro-Israel and are deeply anti-Semitic, right? Having said that, there are plenty of people in your fan base who aren't anti-Semitic who also absolutely made up their own minds after listening to the way you talk about Gaza. He cuts out continuously. There's only so much I can do, and leaves out that if you continue to say things like this, people are going to think you believe them and get mad at you. Yeah. Shows a random clip of someone being anti-Semitic, claims Hasan does not care about Israelis because of his lack of reaction. Hasan never justifies sexual violence. He routinely says that sexual violence likely occurred during October 7th and regularly cites the UN investigation that had one credible documented instance of sexual violence. He says that the sexual violence that may have happened on October 7th is not a justification for genocide. Hasan never said that Israel should let Hamas enter Israel unrestrained. Dude, it's, for the record, easiest like 500,000 view video of your life. If you just like look at all of the clips that Ethan used and go on Twitch, go to the VOD and extend the clip by like 30 seconds and just be like, this is the full context. Here he is responding to a chatter. Actually, this is not his opinion. This is clearly something that he's responding to, that he's reading in chat. Okay. Or this video was clipped to make it seem like, Hasan is advocating for this position when it's actually the exact opposite position he's advocating for. It's like, A lot of these guys, my buddy wanted to watch this dumbass video to snark, knowing damn well Ethan is a liar. Like, these people just want drama. That's not, that's it. Genuinely, no, people watch this nuke. I know. The only part about this that's like frustrating though, is that there are well-intentioned people that are duped in this process. There are well-intentioned people that will get duped in this process. People who are just like kind-hearted liberals who are probably open-minded to the way I see the world. And if given the opportunity, would recognize that the things that I advocate for, they also agree to, right? But they'll see this video and go, oh, this guy's a dangerous, like, terrorist lover who loves terrorism. He wants to do terrorism. For example, the fan clip, literally 1 second later, he asks you for an interview and you walk away because the vibes are off. Yeah, it's just like really silly stuff like this. Okay? Anyway. I looked up a video on YouTube yesterday and posted a comment breaking down your interaction with timestamps, the dating and money guy, but you were definitely uncomfortable trying to walk away from the dating and money guy. Yeah. What is this?
There's only so much I can do in terms of like stopping the fucking flow of criticism coming your way when you present yourself a certain way to the broader audience and you don't actually show the audience like what the full.
If you just want to have a debate or combo, then why did you ignore his messages? Basement dwelling gremlin. Wait, what? Dude, what are you saying, brother? What are you saying, big dog? The last message I sent to him, he did not respond to. Okay? He chose to just like publicly spiral out of control in a way that like virtually everyone, with the exception of the bottom feeding drama lovers, the bottom feeding drama perverts can recognize. Actually, you probably recognize it too. You just want to extend the crash out because you don't actually care about Ethan and his well-being either. Okay? That isn't what Ethan said. Can you please prove that? He did. He admitted it. Okay? Disprove Ethan's malicious lie? He did. He openly admitted that when I texted him about talking to Sam Cedar, he said that it was actually anti-Semitic of me to suggest that. Ethan himself openly admitted that. Why don't you go, why is it? Why is it that none of you guys actually give a fuck about anything? Prove to me that Ethan lied now. Yeah, he's like, please show your text message. Anyway. Is it me or has E become just a lolcow to these people? Yes. They're using him like a fucking fleshlight, dude.
Nobody. There is not a single dissenting voice with his fucking straight up radical, anti-American, anti-Semitic.
Oh, you want some of this? You want some of this? Okay. Let me give it to you. Hold on.
Fucking pro-China, pro-Russia, pro-terrorism takes. This is fringe, psychotic shit that is not normal. And it is the only acceptable voice on Twitch. Explain that to me. How is there not one dissenting voice on that entire platform?
Mushroom. Oh, mushroom ears.
Nobody. There is.
Yeah, the lamest thing that people can do is when they fucking hit the like this person is a commie shit and just like let it sit on its own. It's incredibly silly. Just being like, this person is a commie and being a commie is bad. Okay? this person is a communist. And that's a bad thing. And you should be scared about that. Also, the notion that like I have no political opposition on Twitch is a funny one. Okay. You know, since Asmongold is currently the largest political content creator on this platform, and he disagrees with me vehemently on political issues. Isn't that the world that you wanted, Ethan? After all, since you constantly cried about me being anti-Semitic and trying to get me banned before the election, I actually was blacklisted on Twitch. Okay? I was famously on election night when I had 314,000 people on my broadcast watching in real time. I was actually blacklisted. So people had to directly click on my link or click on my my Twitch page to find me. I was not being shown to people that were just going on the platform for the first time on election night. You know who else? You know who was, though? Asmongold. That's right. Asmongold was being served to every single new Twitch viewer that was coming on the platform as the premier political broadcaster. And since then, he has grown tremendously. And it's great for him. He was on the front page on election night. He was on the front page on election night, just like you wanted, Ethan. You said you wanted political opposition to me. Well, there was political opposition to me on election night and every day since then, as a matter of fact. So much so that Asmongold is a more popular content creator than me in general. He's always been. And now he is the largest political content creator on the platform. You know? So your wishes. Bro, so mad it's not him. Nah, he wanted to pop off like Asmongold. Yeah, I don't think he wanted to pop off. So I don't know why Ethan is like constantly talking about how there's no political opposition to me. There is political opposition to me. XQC also doesn't agree with me on a lot of political issues. As a matter of fact, many content creators who previously were quote unquote apolitical are coming out. Okay, coming out and showcasing that maybe they're not so apolitical after all. A lot of people have found their courage to say their truth, to speak their piece. And it turns out that Ethan's wishes have been addressed. Thank God. Twitch is now less anti-Semitic because they've uplifted more opposing political voices to someone like myself.
In America, communism.
In a brief moment,
there's something kind of scary brewing in America. Communism.
In a brief moment, I'll be going to the Japanese Communist Party's headquarters. No, we're on our way to the Communist Party right now. This is so dumb.
There's something kind of...
It's brewing, not just in America. It's brewing in Japan as well. That's because he wanted Epstein on the platform, but he's too much of a coward to say it directly. No, I know.
Kind of scary brewing.
Anyway.
There's something kind of scary brewing.
Wait, where's the fucking video?
Communism.
In a brief moment. Oh, there it is. There, we're going to get into like the actual news in a second. I can't believe I never even finished this.
And, he's just keeping the status quo alive and, making sure that we send 10 more billion to Israel. Just got to be quiet about your support for it. I don't know, guys. I don't
know. Mira, what is this?
Ethan Klein's content nuke about Hasan, and it is nearly 2 hours of McCarthyist drivel spewed by a man with seemingly an increasingly loose grip on reality of.
Yeah, the funniest part about this is that, like, even though this is obviously awfully sourced slop, okay, which basically rehashes the same fake drama that Redditors have mostly clipped out of context. A very dedicated Reddit community comprised of a sex pestiny cult leader who has his own personal bone to pick with me. Okay, just watch the video instead of people reacting to it. I am not going to watch the video. I will, however, talk to Ethan directly if he wants my attention that bad. I know that you want me to watch the video. I know that he really wants me to watch the video, but I'll just debate him. If he wants to have this conversation, we can have it. Okay? If you think that I'm afraid of Ethan's brilliant political perspectives. Okay? Oh, and he said nobody knows where these guys are. Oh, yeah, they recently released the crew of the Seas cargo ship Galaxy Leader after the ceasefire was implemented. So the idea that nobody knows where these guys are is also silly. Once again, this is just such bad, like, it's slop. This is what slop is, okay? When you don't actually do your due diligence, when you don't fucking do your due diligence, and you literally just, like, stamp all of this nonsense that you found on fucking subreddits that are obviously geared in a very specific direction, and you just don't even fucking Google something. Like, this isn't meticulous research, dude. Okay? This is not meticulous research. It's not. Like, what are we doing? How is this like... Yeah, why do you have to watch a video of yourself when you said and did whatever you were supposed to watch? You don't understand. It's because these guys want to make clips. That's it. They want to make more clips. And, that's pretty much the reason. He did say it directly, actually. In the video, he directly complains about Epstein being banned off Twitch and defends Dan Saltman. Yeah, which is also wild. I'll say this much, okay? As far as like the drama tubers in the Keemstar orbit, one thing that they always thought was a sacred cow that they never touched was people's bags, right? Like going after people's advertisers. I guess all of that, fell apart when Dan Saltman and Epstein very clearly and deliberately created a Discord brigade server with the express purpose of going after every single advertiser that would that advertised on Twitch to create what they called the adpocalypse. And Ethan totally fucking add fuel to the flame. What happened? What happened to all of these people that used to do call outs on things like that? I thought YouTubers, even on the drama side, given their own personal interest in maintaining like some kind of parity here, all right, and create like a protective barrier for themselves, had this consistently held principle that you don't fucking constantly push for people's advertisers to get taken away, which I don't have any, which is why they didn't even fucking go after my advertisers. They just went after Twitch, right? And they lied about it. They lied about so many things, saying that Twitch is anti-Semitic. Okay? Yeah. Here it is. Twitch never banned Israel. 95,000 new accounts were created, and Bloomberg News exposed Dan and Destiny for lying, but they covered it up and they deceived Ethan Klein. Here is r/YouTube drama. It's so crazy because there's like an entire Bloomberg article dedicated to this, which again, Ethan could read.
She should lose her job and either be suspended for a year or never be hired again. I just saw something.
Okay.
I understand what happened here.
The emails accused Twitch of suspending all Israeli accounts for a year. A claim the company debunked.
Yeah, go back. Do you see what she did?
Well, like
that's that would be an egregious. That's like journalistic malpractice. That's a fabricated quote.
I don't understand how this happens though. Like how does someone keep their job after doing this type of shit?
Because
like the thing is, I sent this to the editor and I said this was incorrect and that I've never said this.
Okay. You're sure that your emails don't have the?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes. You can go to the site and click the button. It's been the same. Why would I ever say that they suspended Israeli users? I know that's not true. No one would ever say that. I've never said this, and they're saying that I have said this. I did. I sent an email to the editor, and I said I demanded a retraction or a correction on it. If they don't...
Does he live in your head rent-free? Who? Your mom? Careful, you get banned off X now, shrug. I'm a white male chatting.
Fuck it, I will sue him.
Oh no, wait, hold on. Forget it. Delete this part of the VOD.
Okay.
Your fucking dumb email does say that.
No way.
Even more troubling, Twitch previously...
Delete this part of the VOD. Your email does say that. They sent like 100,000 mass botted emails to like virtually every platform that would listen with an abject lie. Okay? Yeah. They want you to react to the video so you can spend 5 hours on the back foot explaining how we clipped you out of context as opposed to you dealing with the claims face to face. Exactly. No, that's why they're like, why don't you watch the video? Why don't you watch the video? I'm like, bro, I'm the fucking subject matter of the video. He's the one who made the video. We literally used to have a podcast together. I'm sure if the fan base thinks that I am terrified of Ethan and his political prowess, they would be excited at the prospect of Ethan Klein destroying me. Okay? I am mentally a baby, okay? I have no understanding of politics. Ethan, on the other hand, can absolutely eviscerate me, all right? You are the worst, bro. It's the Hamas supporter, Hamas #1 fan. You are the worst, bro. No one likes you, and everyone's going to turn on you. So... This is a wild thing to say because, like, the two dudes that we're watching on screen right now have virtually destroyed their entire network of friends. And this is not the first time that Ethan has made content out of an immediate person that was in his life with an extended sequence of crash outs. I, on the other hand, have not done any of those things and am still very much around all of the people. Very much around all the people that I love and admire. You're currently crashing out, dog? No, me responding to these ridiculous claims is not the same, I think.
Suspended all Israeli accounts for a year without public acknowledgement or explanation.
All right, well, never mind then. All right, we'll just trim that part out of the VOD. Well, there it is. Even more troubling, Twitch previously suspended all Israeli accounts for a year.
Yeah, let's just clip this part out of the VOD, please. Let's just delete this part out of the VOD. Bro, you sent like 100,000 emails, dude. What are you talking about? Bro, you could deceive Ethan Klein by covering your eyes and saying you disappeared. Ethan spent so much time being a baby, he lost his concept of object permanence. By the way, do people notice when these people, be it Ethan, Destiny, this Dan character, talk about the ban, they never mention Palestine, which has the same restrictions? It goes to show how much people in the West dehumanize those people and don't even recognize their existence. Can you clearly state, do you support Hamas or not? That's all I care about. I'm a lesser evil voter, chat. He knowingly lied by saying the Galaxy Leader wasn't Israeli owned. He screenshotted Wikipedia, which at the very top of the article mentions is Israeli owned, except he scrolls down to the section where he repeats the ownership information lacking reference to Israel. It's in all recent versions of the article. He knew it was Israeli owned and he lied about it as a gotcha. I don't think he did the research himself. I'm going to keep it $1.50. You watch videos all day. Why are you stopping at this video? Because I have direct access to the person who made the video, and I think it would be much better to have this conversation in person. Don't you think that me reacting to another fucking 1 hour and 40-minute video would be infinitely less quote unquote content if that's the only thing you care about than me directly talking to him? Also, it feels like you guys get really pressed that I'm not watching it. And that's the funniest thing. There's like this thing that the Destiny community created called the Hasan method, right? They're like, oh, the Hasan method. Like, he's just like avoiding responsibility or whatever. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm not avoiding responsibility. I'm not running. I'm not ducking Ethan at all. I'll talk to him. Maybe I'll even have Sam Cedar attend. Will you live stream the Ethan convo? Yeah. No, of course. Yeah, I don't want to steal Ethan's labor by watching.
The property and migrate to the only place in the world that would accept them, which was...
That is literally so far from reality. What are you talking about? The only place in the world that would accept them. You talking about America, bro? You talking about Canada? What are you talking about? The only place in the world that would accept them. How can you even say those lines seriously? That's crazy.
Israel. The irony of this whole situation.
That's insane. Why would you say that? The fuck? You could say maybe the only place in the world where they are the dominant, or were aspiring to be the dominant faction. At that time they weren't. No, I don't know. That's just insane. That's just literally wrong.
To leave their homes, their lives, the property, and migrate to the only place in the world
wrong
that would accept them, which was Israel. The
Not true.
irony of this whole situation is that after the 1948 war, when Israel won the war to declare its independence...
Oh. Yeah, also known as the fucking Nakba. Your latest Hasanabi Pro video about this nuke that explains this is pretty accurate. I watched the nuke first, though.
What did they won the war? They won the war to declare its independence. What does that mean? What does that mean?
The Arab countries got super anti-Semitic.
I saw E say that Israel was an apartheid, deny it was an apartheid, then deny he never ever denied it was an apartheid while watching a clip of him denying the apartheid, which he stopped early, all over the course of like a month. He just says whatever suits his argument. Yeah, I wonder what Israel's war of independence looked like. Did you notice he has your stream in the background? Yeah, I don't know why he like... Is it like a haha, I'm like crazy, I've been obsessively tracking this man for the past couple of months, like as a joke? Or is it more so that, like, you know, he actually is kind of losing it a little bit and he just thought maybe he could make a joke about it and therefore people would think, oh, he's just doing this as a joke? I don't know.
Bro. What are you... Oh my God, I can't handle it. Is he really trying to make it seem like that's irrational? After those dumb fucking Arabs lost the war, they got super fucking butthurt about it and started expelling their Jews. It's like, there's cause and effect, bro. Again, won the war. Yeah, okay, after the Israelis killed a massive amount of fucking Palestinians, other predominantly Muslim countries, the people got pissed off and they became unstable, or other Jews across the world. Ethan's literally giving the arguments that makes the inception and the way that the Israeli elite have been navigating. Basically, it confirms that the way that the Israeli elite have navigated have caused Jews around the world to be fucking prejudiced against. Anyway.
Against their own Jewish citizenry that had nothing to do with Israel.
True.
I think him having your gameplay up is to say, but Hasan, how can you play games while there's a genocide? Yeah, that's like one of the grossest misrepresentations from that side. like the Diddy Gears and Ethan and all these other fucking slop tubers, is the notion that I said like, oh, I can't have these conversations. There's an ongoing genocide. I know they'll like clip it. I guess they probably like clipped it in a way where it makes it seem like I'm saying like, oh, I'm too busy. No, the point I was making is that I think it's pathetic and incredibly selfish to make an ongoing genocide about your own personal feelings. Okay? I didn't say that you can't go out and have fun or anything like that, or that your every single moment of your day is supposed to be tasked with covering what's going on in Gaza. Make no mistake, Ethan has rarely covered what's going on in Gaza from the perspective that actually demonstrates empathy to the Palestinians, and has spent the overwhelming majority of his past 16 months of talking about Israel either, one, shitting on pro-Palestinian people, two, shitting on pro-Palestinian activists, three, minimizing the pro-Palestinian movement, four, directly claiming that the pro-Palestinian movement is anti-Semitic, and saying all of the people who are pro-Palestinian are anti-Semitic as well. And last but not least, using this ongoing atrocity, ongoing atrocity to talk about his own personal feelings and how he has been slighted by the entire world. Not a single moment has taken place where Ethan Klein has taken a deep breath, and gone, maybe the reason why my otherwise very progressive fan base is yelling at me is not because of Hasan grooming them, into radical politics of anti-Semitism, and instead, it's because of the things that I'm saying and the way that people are receiving the things that I'm saying, A lot of Ethan's mania over the course of the past year was addressed before Leftovers officially ended. In that last conversation that we had on my stream, you can go back and watch that video. That's it. He genuinely hates you, bro. I know he does. I wish him well regardless. I want him, for his own safety and for his own mental well-being, to fucking drop this. Not because I'm so fearful of the endless sea of attacks. This is but a mere blip on the sea of fuck Hasan content out there. History has a tendency to vindicate me, and it has on this issue, and it will continue to do so. Ultimately, I think it's not telling me he's liberated today. Yeah, he's liberated today. Ultimately, I think it creates this like weird environment in the eyes of so many different fan bases where they just go, I don't understand. Why do people not see how evil Hasan is? This is something that Sex Pestini's community has gone through as well. Some of them had a wake-up call this last month when the entire Sex Pest stuff came out. I saw comments on a stream a lot were from members saying they were so sick of this shit and they're going to cancel memberships. I know. And I know that he has also completely removed entire subsects of his fan base that were saying like, hey, can we just not talk about this any longer? He makes it seem like you're saying I can't do anything else at all while there's a genocide happening. He literally made fun of you for going to Disney during a genocide. Your point was never that you can't care about other things while a genocide is happening. Your point was that when discussing Gaza specifically, you should focus on the genocide and not your own feelings being hurt. Exactly. No, that's it. I think that there are interesting conversations to be had surrounding Gaza, surrounding Israel. But you know what's not a very interesting conversation, in my opinion? An incredibly wealthy, spoiled man-child's own personal fucking feelings about how his own fan base now gets mad at him for his takes on Israel that are damn near identical to some of the most reactionary pro-Israel takes I have heard. That's it. That's it. Like, having a conversation like that when talking about Gaza is so fucking insane. Yeah.
You donated to the
Watch this video from November 10th, 2023, and see for yourself a month after October 7. Okay? Virtually everything that we talked about, you're not objective about this. Yes, of course, I am biased, okay? Because I am anti-genocide. That's it.
That is a sad fucking reality. But
also, I'm not being objective about what? Like, weirdos that are falsely smearing me as like a radical anti-Semitic Islamist terrorist? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, what do you mean objective? It's a video about me, dude. I'm the fucking subject matter.
to imply that that's of no fault to Israel is insane. Because again, Israelis, the Israeli inception, they were co-opting the Jewish identity in order to justify colonizing this region. So you should be pointing your fucking eyes at the Israeli regime. But anyway, I'm not saying those other governments don't deserve criticism, but it's like there's a cause and effect. Yo.
Hasan, you are supporting terrorists. You are one by proxy. You only say that because your religion is Muslim and it makes you believe that. It's funny to me that you can't see both sides of the situation because you just want your sides to win. Hasan, you are supporting terrorists. You are one by proxy. Wonderful fan base that Ethan Klein has cultivated, by the way. But of course, Islamophobia is not seen as like an inappropriate thing and, dare I say, cherished as a viable political commentary in modern American political discourse. So no one will even bat an eye at the fucking kinds of statements that are coming out of coming out of this video.
Damon, thank you, bro, for the 50 bones. Damn.
I just hope the rest of the general public watching his video will see through how disingenuous this is.
It's insane. It actually, like, when I heard that, my fucking spine vibrated, bro. And I know that this is going to be so intense because we have over an hour left, bro. Over an hour left, man. Holy fuck. I can't handle this, honest to God. It's... The reason it pisses me off, bro. The reason it sincerely pisses me off is because we are so carelessly stomping into very fucking nuanced global conflicts throughout the last 100, 200 years.
Terrorist sympathizer confirmed on multiple instances had a terrorist on stream. I hope Trump's birthright citizenship reversal includes deporting Hasan. Cool, man. You can't handle one another. Democrats come at you like this. What? Democrats come at me like this? What are you talking about? You might actually care, but I'm not sure. I'm not a fan of either or anyone. The public's uneducated on the religious aspects of this. If you really think your streamer who you are is going to solve this problem, the real truth is you're just making money off of it. Like you told everyone, you might actually care, but I'm not sure. You can't handle one other Democrats come at you like this. What? Okay. Now, do you get to turn around and say Ethan is weaponizing his entire community to try and kill you for being Muslim? You shouldn't, but it's obvious how silly he is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. The other person is bringing up really funny points. He's like, no, it's definitely about Islam and Judaism for sure. For sure, man.
All in the service of owning Hasan. What a waste. What a fucking waste. I knew it, man. When the Dramaverse started when the Dramaverse started using political conflicts as a backdrop to justifying drama, you know, like conflicts between content creators, I knew we were in for some shit. But this is next level, bro. This is crazy, fucking crazy, man.
They were forced to leave.
Oh, by the way, it's February 1st. So tariffs have officially been imposed on Mexico, Canada, and China. JD Pondon strike.